Yo, welcome back to another episode of Views from the Sip, man.
Yo.
Y'all good, bro?
Yeah.
I
just need to fucking weather cooling down a little bit.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to fall in a minute.
It slapped the fuck out of me.
You know what? That made me feel.
I put the hoodie on.
That shit made me feel sorry for them single folks.
What?
When it get cold.
Oh, how they
You know, like, think about it. You had COVID and then it got cold.
Just being single, bro.
You just been in the house.
Lonely as hell.
Lonely as hell.
Yeah, that shit
mad at the world.
That shit.
Man, I thought you said senior folks at first.
No, I said single. No. I said
Nah,
single.
yeah, that's tough. But
they get somebody. It's cuddle season.
It's hard to meet people now, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
all the apps out here now.
Yeah, people use apps. People use apps.
I mean, you use the app, but I mean, how often are y'all physically seeing each other?
It's up to them to meet whatever.
Yeah,
they
you can meet up.
It just don't hit for me, but
Preach to me.
The topic. Oh,
they gonna meet at church.
How do y'all feel like the upbringing of men and women affect them as adults, as far as like what they can handle
when the world throws something at them?
Yeah,
I mean, I think I can kind of speak from a man's perspective.
I hope you can do more than kindness. But nah, you got it, bro.
But like, personally, my upbringing was like, man, shit was tough. Like, not as far as like I had a good family or whatever, but like you knew if like you were going through something, you just gotta get through it. It don't matter what the obstacle is. But like, you weren't raised, I guess you can say, quote unquote, to be a little bitch. So so my dad at a young age said, "Hey, you gonna have to work." I mean,
you know, third of a Band-Aid.
Yeah, like you fall on the ground, get up. It wasn't no crying.
I like, third on it.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like that built me to now though. It kind of helped out now. Like if I go through some rough times, it don't matter what it is, I still can get through it. So like work is nothing. Like going to work, like that's the simple thing. So like stuff like work don't even affect me. Like you can ask me how my day was at work. I'm gonna tell you the same thing every day. It was okay.
And go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's crazy. I had just tweeted out today something about the topic, but it was like, I'm glad that I experienced disappointment early in life. Yeah. Because it helped me, it made me stronger for later on in life. Mm-hmm. And I feel like as men, a lot of times your parents let you experience the disappointment. They don't try to shelter or pad you from the disappointment. Yeah. Whereas, I mean, me, I have a daughter now. It's going to hurt me if she's disappointed. You know what I'm saying? So I try my best not to make her become disappointed. So I kind of try to shelter her. And it could be softening her up for later on in life, because when it finally do happen, it's going to hit harder because she's not used to it.
And because I only mention that because I see that a lot lately. Like when I just see, like I just think about certain women and I'm like, bro, a lot of stuff to me, not that deep. Yeah. But it's like for them, it's the end of the world. And I just thought about it, I'm like, damn, like why is like a lot of women have that where it's like, it don't matter whether it's school, it don't matter whether it's work, it's just like, oh my God. And it's just like, damn, like why is that? And I'm like, it's because nobody allows, you just can't. And then I'm like, I wouldn't do it. I don't have a daughter yet, AD, but I wouldn't do it. I got a little sister, AD. But I'm like, bro, I don't want to even see her like that. Mm-hmm. But as a guy, it's even more. It's at the house. It's at the family events. It's when you're hanging out with your cousins. It's when you're playing sports. Like your coach, like, come on, man, what we got here? A bunch of girls out here, man. Like, and so it's like you always get that tough it out. Yeah.
I was about to ask AD, like, do you think it's possible for you to put that aside in yourself to let her get a little disappointment?
I don't think
since you know it's positives in it too.
I think it would have to be like doing something like sports or something like constructive like that, where I can like be able to turn it on and turn it off. Whereas like if not gonna lie, if I had a son, it's probably gonna be like that all the time. Yeah. Like we at the crib and you upset because I said XYZ. Suck it up, like whatever.
Get over it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And with my daughter, I can't do that. I got to explain to her why I'm doing this. And I mean, I know we supposed to treat the kids the same and stuff like that, but it just be like that. But going back to your situation, I think it would have to be sports where I can, while you playing sports or while you doing this activity, I can be on your head. But I know you still gonna be daddy when I leave here.
Because you know, because with sports, you know it's gonna be failure. Yeah, like, you're not gonna win all the time.
So it's like you still like.
It's like I can still have that
in a competitive, passionate way.
And plus, you understand it more because you went through it yourself.
Yeah, so now it's not like, dang, he being mean to me. Dad's being mean. It's like, no, coach dad or mentor dad is getting on me, not just.
It's looking at.
Yeah, it's
she'll be able to look at you as a coach instead of dad.
Yeah, and then too, I think it's the opposite because I feel like my girl, not my daughter, but my fiance, I feel like she's more tougher on Riley. Sometimes I'm like, man, chill, just let her rock. Like, what you doing? And so I'm pretty sure
that kind of helps.
Yeah, so when we have our son, if we have a boy.
So sign that.
Hey, I'm gonna do it.
That's the second podcast in a row you said.
Hey, I don't care, man.
I'm just saying, money on the way is key. I'm saying money on the way is all I'm saying.
You gotta speak those things into words, man.
So it is on the way.
Not yet. Oh, Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that
Congrats.
she probably gonna be soft. I'm pretty sure she probably gonna be soft on him and trying to cuddle him, and I'm gonna be like, probably the role's gonna be reversed.
It's gonna be hell.
It's gonna be double trouble.
He ain't gonna do it. It's gonna be bad for him.
Yeah, it ain't like that. They did.
Well, I know my mom was kind of,
That's your mom. I guess
it didn't stop me from getting dirty. It didn't stop me from having to pick your ass up with everybody else. Like,
yeah. And then too, cause like. Even in just the environment that we live in now, it's kind of like a double like both ways. Because they say, "Oh, men should be, you should raise your young boys to be allowed to cry, to be express themselves, and yada yada yada." But at the same time, you preach, "Oh, protect our black women. You got to be strong. You're supposed to be leader of the household." I feel like it's hard to encompass both of those things.
Yeah,
it's like it's hard for me. It's possible, but I just know it's hard to be balanced of I'm in touch with my emotions and feminine and
at the same time
I'm protecting my black queens. Yeah. It's like it's kind of hard. Like you gotta. That's a fine line to balance.
I'm glad I wasn't raised emotionally.
But I think it's supposed to be taught that you should be able to express yourself without it being a problem. I don't think when they say men need to be more open and be able to talk. I think it's more about just being expressing how you feel, not to be soft.
Yeah, but that is being soft.
That's not soft.
Even
to a lot of people that's being soft.
Because I feel like it's a lot of times we talked about in podcasts where you try to express yourself to your significant other, and it don't go as well. It's like, I mean, you the man. You supposed to be doing that, right?
I don't do that soft ass shit over here. Like, I thought you was going.
And so, but they look at you as like my protector, my warrior.
Now
but then now. Which one do you want?
Let me ask y'all something then. I talked to my woman about this. I said this would separate a woman from any other woman. I said a woman being able to put a man's happiness beyond their happiness and be willing to sacrifice their happiness. So we know all women want to make their man happy, but if it sacrificed your happiness, would you still do it?
So you saying the more a man,
I think that's deep. That's deep, bro.
I said that would separate.
So you think the more a man comes out and being able to express his feelings, the more he'll be able to reach.
It's nothing to do with that
sacrifice. Period.
It's nothing to do with that.
If I had to give up my happiness for this moment, in order for you to have your happiness, would I do it?
I think
that's a great question.
That's a fine line because I feel like if it's temporary stuff, like. In this moment, I'm gonna take a step.
So
back
this is what my my bad.
I was just saying because like I don't feel like anyone should give up their happiness. You know what I'm saying to please someone else or to appease someone else long term. Because in the end, you're gonna stop giving a damn about their happiness because you're gonna get fed up. It's like, look at me, I'm always sacrificing my happiness. I'm gonna do this one thing for me. And because you've been putting it back so long, you're going to go overboard on that one moment. So whereas I've been putting off my happiness, she don't want me to go to the club. She don't want me to go and hang out with the boys.
You drinking too much.
It's going to be there one time. You just go dumb. You're going to stay out all night and whatever the situation is. But I feel like no one should curtail their happiness for their significant other. They should coexist together.
Yeah, so... That's why when I worded the question,
idea of it. That's how it's supposed to go.
But when I talk to my woman, we're not talking. When I say happiness, I guess it's the wrong word for it. It's more like just basic sacrifice. Yeah. So like it jeopardizes my time or what I want right now. Yeah, or that's a better word for inconvenient for me. Would you say?
I think I got an example.
Would you inconvenience yourself for the short term for this one?
Because then the other thing I worded around is we ain't talking about a fuck nigga. We talking about your man or your husband. We ain't talking about the dude that's gonna like overcompensate and just be all the time like you ain't doing this for me. You ain't doing this for me. I ain't talking about that dude. I'm talking about the man that's doing all right.
You saying kind of like if both of y'all had a problem at the same time, would she be able to work on your problem before she stops you from working on her?
Okay.
I mean, not like
I think he was talking about more so for example, like.
But that is kind of like an inconvenience though, because she don't want hers done. She don't want her problem solved before
you. Just got off work.
Yeah.
Both of y'all at the crib.
Okay.
You just came home. and she asks you to go get something to eat after you get here. Mm-hmm. And you like, why you ain't just tell me that shit when I was on the way home and you know I was on the way home? It's still inconvenient. Like, what if the game coming on? The game finna come on 7 o'clock. The game finna come on. You've been waiting to watch the game all day. Do you go get the food as soon as the game is coming on? Or do you be like, nah, you need to go get it because you've been chilling all day.
She ain't been doing that. She going to get it.
She going to get it?
If she ain't been doing that,
if she ain't been doing that, are you going to get it?
I'm not going to get it.
You're not going to get it. That's what
I'm not leaving the house again to go get it.
That's an inconvenience for you, right? So So you're not doing it.
Yeah, like if she told me before I got home that I'll waste a little minute, like I might watch the game 5 minutes later, something like that. But like if I get home and then you bring it up, nah, I ain't going out. I ain't going back out.
Nah, I've made a lot of sacrifices like that before. It's like I almost like piggy bank them. I'm not trying to keep a tally on when I made my sacrifice, you made yours. But definitely it's like, hey man, for the past couple times
it's a little mark where you be like, all right now, like you know what I'm saying?
I've been stacking these sacrifices up. And it's time for you to start, you know what I'm saying? Like in that situation, I feel like you gotta do it from time to time. So if you're sacrificing if you're sacrificing moments or whatnot, everybody got to do different. Everybody got to pull their weight. Everybody got to do what they got.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay, this how I look at it. If we're going back to that situation, strictly that situation.
Okay, go ahead, Brent.
At some point, she got to grow up and be able to tell me on my way home. We got to cut out the inconvenience.
Coexisting.
If we can cut out the inconvenience, then we ain't got to worry about one of us sacrificing inconvenience.
But you know how that shit go. I forgot.
Yeah, that's my point. It ain't my problem that you keep forgetting.
So shit, fuck eating tonight. I mean, sometimes you gotta just come together and say fuck eating tonight.
In that situation, do you never chucking it up in that situation? It's always like that.
I ain't gonna say I would never, but it's gonna be like a small percentage to where like, all right, we gotta. You might get 1 or 2. I forgot.
Because the reason I asked
over and over and over again, that's a bit much.
The reason I asked the question, because you always hear about guys like, man, shoot, I always give up my happiness. Like, when, you know how it's a saying about when you get married, you miss out on a lot of happiness.
Getting locked up?
And you basically locked up. But like, I look at my mom as a perfect example where that's not the case. Like, for example, I ain't gonna tell exactly where, but like,
she listens to the podcast.
Yeah, she listens to the podcast. But like, my mama lit my dad like.
I ain't lead him into it.
You should be setting them up a lot of times.
My mama lit my dad like, if he want to buy something, my dad mama like, basically like, you work hard enough, you can buy this. If you got a habit, go do it. Yeah. So man, my mama said that day, like, I don't understand like when certain women like get mad at their man for having a hobby.
Oh, fuck.
Develop
I'm
a
so
hobby.
glad you brought this up.
Cause like, for example, like my woman let me play the game. Yeah. Like when not like she don't even care no more. It's like she let me have, cause she know like.
That's the one thing.
He like I got like when I get out of work, like I like to just be able to release my mind and play the game. I go to the gym, like just let me have it.
Yeah, my woman let me watch all the games.
Yeah, so like stuff like that, I think like in a relationship is important because like when the girl want to do something, she like, but that's the thing, like they gotta have something they like, or they won't even understand it.
I found
that's true
that a lot of women don't have hobbies, and so.
They don't have hobbies, or they don't have consistent hobbies.
Hobbies, like if you don't do it consistently, it's not a hobby.
But I'm saying like you saying like they don't have a hobby at all, or they like, hop to hobby to hobby, so they don't keep a hobby.
Like like a source of entertainment is like a hobby, social media, but that's not a hobby though.
But I feel like they hop to hobby to hobby. They don't have
because they don't have a hobby because
their
interest in things isn't like that long. Like we can play the game. And keep playing the game. Yeah. Like that, a lot of them don't have hobbies, and so they look for a source of entertainment. That's why social media is just like everything. Like you just look at the hours on your phone, it's like all day.
Yeah, I feel like it's there are a lot of times, like you said, they don't have a hobby. So it's either social media or you. And so now they're like, in their mind, it's not like I don't have a hobby, so I'm pestering you because I don't have a hobby. They're saying, I don't have a hobby. You are my hobby, but you're not making me your hobby. You know what I'm saying? So it makes they feel like you're taking time away from them that they're willing to put in you. It's like I'm sacrificing all this time by trying to spend time with you and be with you and yada yada yada, and you playing the game. But it's because they don't have a hobby.
Yeah, it's because, and then it's like with all this shit, this is a perfect time to have a hobby. Like with COVID, everybody in the house, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bro, like this the moment right now. Like I wish I had something like shit.
But if you never had a hobby, you don't know how to get a hobby.
I'm playing a game out of my safe space. This is my safe space. I'm playing a game with the homies, we drinking, you know what I'm saying? Talking shit. I'm having a grand damn time. Mm-hmm. Then it's like, because nothing else is going on and there's no hobby. Hobbies are there for a reason. Like people sleep on the question and they say, what do you like to do? When you're not in school and you're not working, what do you like to do? I like to hang out. I like to play the game. I like to do, I like to go to the gym. I like to play sports. That's what I do. If I got extra time and I ain't doing nothing, I'm going to spend it doing these things. But it's like, if you're not at work and you can't really hang out the way that you usually hang out with your friends, what do you like to do? For most women, gym is not that.
It's be with their man.
It's not gym.
Not playing the game.
It's not playing. They don't play video games. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't. And so then it's like,
I'm really trying to think.
I have to find things to do.
So do you think that's why work be such a big deal for them?
What?
Like as far as problems, like it's not like they bring it home. It's like, oh, like just being able to talk about work. Like I want to, like I don't know.
That's why they go to work.
Because you like just like what they do with their girls or their girlfriends.
Work really boring, but it's like
there's something to talk about.
There's something to talk about. Yeah.
So
that's the. I'm about to get a story to bring home.
Yeah, it's like for us, it's like
the entertainment
work.
aspect.
We leave work at work. It's like it was
it's
okay.
Fucking work, bro. Like that's what. But it's the entertainment, and that's what I was saying as far as like the hobby. They don't really have hobbies, and so the entertainment from everything is just always exciting. Like it's like social media, it's exciting. It's always some gossip. It's always some story you can look into. It's always something. It's like shit. Ain't nothing on IG. I seen all this shit. Ain't nothing on Twitter today. Fuck. And so then it's like, what's next? I'm finna get with my homegirls and we finna find some shit to do.
Yeah.
What do you think there are some hobbies they should develop?
I don't fucking know. I think they should. I think a great source is Google. Just Google hobby. Like dead ass. Like it's a lot of different things people do. Like you'll be surprised.
Like people, I think older women used to knit a lot.
Yeah,
that's like a lost
that
art.
Shit sound boring.
It might be boring. See, and that's another thing.
It's boring to you though, AD.
And that's another thing, AD. That we gotta stop doing that shit because as adults, it's like, bro, I don't give a fuck what you doing. So if that's what you're doing, that's what you're into. Like it was different when we
you just want to get out your hair.
No, I'm dead ass because it's like you like the knit and shit. That ain't for me, but shit, go have a fucking blast. If that makes you happy for real, if you want to go join a book club, go do it. I ain't gonna be in that motherfucker. But if you like it, shit, go crazy.
You could paint or draw.
If that's what you like to do, and if that's what you like to do in your spare time, then do that shit. But I'm saying not having a hobby, that's a problem.
Man, I seen this post and it was hilarious.
I think I know one of their hobbies. My bad, D.
No, you go ahead.
Taking pictures.
Taking pictures of themselves?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they could be a hobby.
I don't think
so.
Oh,
it take hours to do that for a lot of women. They don't take just one picture, my nigga.
I don't think it's a hobby, though. I just think that's just something they doing in that time period. But it's not something they just like to do. They just really trying to get that picture right. That's it.
They like to do it then.
No.
You ain't just.
If they would have got it right on the first time, they would have stopped taking.
I mean, but that's not a hobby because I mean they not editing.
They're not a photographer.
Yeah, if you.
I'm talking about the. Okay, I call it a hobby because it takes time to do it for a lot of people.
But that's not a hobby. You got.
It gotta be something you like to do.
I mean,
they like taking pictures. That's why.
I mean, but you gotta be doing something.
I think,
and it has to be consistent.
The reason I would say that it's not a hobby is because they're only taking those pictures for the results. Y'all playing a video game because you enjoy the process of playing a video game. It don't matter if you win or lose. You like playing a video game. They're taking them pictures because they want the likes that's going to come as a result. If they don't get the like, they going to stop taking as many pictures.
They like the process of knowing which angle it is to take the pictures and stuff. It's a little bit.
You can make it interesting for Brent, but I don't think it's a hobby either.
But no, I was saying, I ran across this post and it was hilarious. It was like, it showed a picture of like an empty apartment, a TV sitting on the floor, and like a foldable chair. And it was like, women really envy how little it takes to make a man truly happy. It's like, that's all he need. He cool. Like, he don't need the fixtures. He don't need the shiny pillows. He don't need the incense and stuff burning. He like, I got this TV, I got this chair, and I'm good.
That shit is
and
true,
it's like, if he's happy with it, why does it bother you so much that he's happy with it?
Because it's like, like women think we basic, and sometimes I think women are basic for not having basic necessities. Like, like they think we like it's like men are so simple. Like, and then it's like we're so simple, but you'll often hear women like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to give. I'm simple. Give me some simple shit.
They look at simpleness as a negative.
It's so boring.
Now it's so complex that all of a sudden it's
same way
complex.
I call they knitting boring.
Yeah,
that's boring. I guess, man.
I mean, I don't know, like I hate when women that is like all women don't say that, but I'm saying women that do say he's boring. I mean, he just all he want to do is like go to work and go home.
Man, my biggest thing with that too is a lot of times women say that a guy's boring or he's not spontaneous, he's not doing X, Y, and Z. What are you doing? What are you bringing to the table? Hey, when the last time you planned a date? When the last time you said, hey, babe, I'm going to take you out, we doing X, Y, and Z? Or when the last time you did something spontaneous? Why you always leave that on the guy? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Everybody wants to be taken out and be treated nice, X, Y, and Z. But if I'm not the one doing it, it seems like we're never doing it.
Yeah. I think that's something that, you know, everybody should take into
that's part of the upbringing conversation too, though. A lot of women are told to like talk.
This is how it goes.
Yeah,
but
so
that's true. But
until they see somebody else that they respect doing it the opposite way, they're not gonna change.
And that's true because it's like at no time am I telling my daughter, "Oh yeah, babe, you need to take him sometime." Yeah. Like don't just let him do that to you because I don't want you to think that's the way it goes. Like if he's interested in you, he should be taking you out. But that's the part I think it gets lost sometimes. After he gets done courting you and y'all become an item or whatever, then
that's some real old folks.
That's some shit that y'all gonna have to work out what works for y'all. Yeah. Like he did all he was supposed to do. As one of these young guys that had to do it. Like, bro.
I think a lot of times when we have daughters or sisters or nieces or whatever, when we try to put them on game, we try so hard to protect them from the fuck niggas that's out there. Yeah. Hey, look here, because like it's a saying that my mom used to always say to my sister, you are champagne. Don't let him treat you like beer. My mom used to say that all the time, right? Yeah. So like these constantly drilling it. But then we get to the point where they are in a relationship. The man is doing things that are right or whatnot. We don't never tell them what to do after that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like we always prepare them like, okay, when you do dating you, don't let him do X, Y, and Z. Make sure he does pull the chair out for you, open the door, yada yada yada. Make sure he does all these things. But we never tell them what to do after you have the man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a lot of times they keep that same mentality, and I think that just rolls over into their.
That make a lot of sense. AD.
And then even on our end though, even knowing how. Like when we hear stuff and like, well, this is what you're supposed to do. When you get a woman, this is what you do with her. And this is how you're supposed to treat her. And it's like, nobody tells you, well, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gonna have to work something out somewhere in between it. Or you gonna get real tired of doing all that by yourself. Like, and you gonna want to do something different.
And it's on the other side of the coin, as guys, from a child who was raised up, you just suck it up. You deal with it. You
that's what happens.
So
too.
It rolls over into a relationship too. It's like, okay, you getting tired of this? So what? Suck it up.
You tough, right?
And you keep that same mentality.
You go to the gym, right?
No one tells you that when you actually get into a relationship, it's like, okay, now some compromise happens. Now y'all give and take. Like, well, she ain't doing it, so I'm just gonna suck it up and take. I think that's how things supposed to go.
Yeah. That's stressful.
It is stressful. But that goes back to like that upbringing.
And you know what? Though. I think I'm a product of that because when you said, "Man, that's stressful," I did immediately was like, "So suck it up." Like, in my mind, I was just like, "So,"
and that's what I'm saying. Like because even in your most stressed out position, AD, even if you stress, you overwhelmed, after you get all the way down to just feeling like, damn. Or even if you get pissed the fuck off, AD, you just go like, man, golly, this shit pisses me off. And you know what you do? You say, but fuck it. I'm going to push through. Because why, AD? Because you tough, right? Yeah, you go to the gym.
See the other side.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you've been raised on, being tough. And I was just bringing it up because I was like, that shit is crazy. Even like with women. And I hate it for them because I love my black queens, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to protect our black queens, man. But it's like in a lot of them, there's a lack of confidence. Even if it's like body wise or anything like that, because as a guy, it's like, bro, if you ugly, bro, you been ugly. You know what I'm saying? You grew up, all everybody roasted your ass. You know what I'm saying? You become.
That's the key right there. Everybody has roasted you.
You become. It's you invincible, bro. Like
whatever your
what you got. I heard that shit too many times.
Whatever your flaw is. You've heard about that flaw since you were in elementary.
Yeah.
They keep tapping at this sore spot. So by the time you grown, you're like, yeah, I heard it before.
And this when I go back to that age, by the time you get about 15, 16, bro, I'm so good. Because at 15, 16, when you start getting that grown-ass man stigma of yourself, like, damn, bro, this shit, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you're talking about. Women don't have that same stage. No.
Women get clowned when they're younger.
They get, but it's different though. And even when it happens, it's not on the same magnitude.
Okay.
As a guy, we roasting your ass every day. It's fun for us. It's fun for you. That's all we used to do.
Women talk about each other every day.
But it's not on the same magnitude.
It's more of bullying. Like when dudes do, it's like, man, he nigga, suck it up, bro. We just talking about each other. Like, but for girls, it's more personal.
Yeah,
it's more like I'm trying to hurt your feelings for real.
Yeah,
like if I'm talking about you, nigga, I'm talking about you.
You just get you get desensitized to it. I go back just even with sports. Like I remember when I was playing little league football, and my coach was cussing me out like a grown man.
Yeah,
like real deal cussing me out. Like I'm in elementary, this grown man is cussing me out like I'm another grown man. And when it first happened, my feelings was hurt. But by the time I got to high school and my coach cussed me out, I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay, see, that's my point. Okay, in the beginning, even if somebody's talking about you personally, a man will probably get over it faster than a woman. I'm trying to figure out why women don't get over it.
Because they not raised to get over it. You raised to be tough. They not. Like, there's always going to be somebody there to shelter them. Like, even if something does happen, there's going to be somebody who tries to step in and try to build them up, where in that same instance, something happened to you, they telling you how shit you need to handle it next time.
Yeah.
It's on you, it's not.
But it's not. It's not like I'm trying to uplift your spirits. It's like, you know, bitch, is it? Like, no, that is. And then you hear that enough. You hear that enough. It's a challenge. Just that you hear that enough, you gonna let that man. Like even little sayings like, man, shit, I wouldn't let that man talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? Even that we say that shit to each other. Like, man, shit.
That couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. You know what I'm saying? But with women, there's not that. There's not that. It's like y'all click up and y'all, get with the people y'all hang out with and y'all friends, whatever y'all call each other.
And then too, I think it happens less often with women, like as far as like that combative thing or whatnot. Like dudes, don't get me wrong. Guys gonna sit here and roast all day, gonna talk about you all day, but we keep it on the play level because we know as men, if it goes over a certain line,
I wouldn't let a grown ass man tell me.
Like we know the consequences of crossing that line. Whereas when girls do it, they not gonna cross that line. So it's like they digs are even tougher.
Yeah, have you ever roasted with a girl?
Like
real talk, they go straight for
the jugular.
Yeah. Real talk.
9 times out of 10, a guy who's not good at roasting wants to fight more because he's like, I'm not good at this weird shit you're doing, but I'm not these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Whereas women, 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna go to that. So that's why they digs be harder or whatnot. So it'd be more personal. It's like, I gotta hold back my good jokes for real digs. I'm not gonna fight you like that.
Like I didn't even know y'all knew each other that well. Like damn.
It's like I gotta keep my digs in the test, so I can't. Whereas a guy, we can sit there and roast all day and play because we know we're not serious. Because when we get serious, we finna get on hands. But girls are like, let me keep my good roast and good digs in the tub because we're not finna take it.
But AD, I never realized how much that affects people. Like even roasting builds confidence. Like, even just talking about somebody, it make you feel better about yourself. No, for real. And even when somebody roasts you, after you get that invincible stage, and you're like, bro, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't like that for everybody. Some people go in the dumps.
Some people do. But see, as a man, I can't look for them. I can't be like, oh, damn, bro, you in the dumps? It's like, man, get your ass out the... Man, are you serious? Like, you can't even be sad for real without somebody telling you, hey, man, you just got to tough it out.
And slick. Even if the joke really is hurting you, you can't show that the joke is hurting.
But you gonna cry?
Because that's like blood in the water.
You gonna cry?
You gotta
laugh and I'm like, man, y'all crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. Even then, it's a respect thing though. Like, and that's why I was saying, even back when they was talking about like getting girls, like it's like, bro, you ain't got no hoes? Like you got no hoes? And it's like it didn't matter, and that's why it's different for me. Like my perspective on things, it's like even as a kid growing up, it's like you got no hoes. Like it don't matter what you look like. You be ugly. You think you fly. You ain't got no hoes though.
I'm still medium ugly.
You funny. You got no hoes. Like it don't matter. So you got to find yourself. It's like, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna find a niche.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna go with that. And so when everybody else see me, I'm like, damn, Joe, I ain't even know you was like, yes, sir.
Too, I do feel like men have an advantage when it comes to that because with us, 9 times out of 10, being the ones trying to pursue the woman, no matter what your stance is, you have to pursue her. So you could be ugly.
You got to find what you
whatever
got.
Flaw you got, you're going to have to find a way to overcome it.
Yeah.
So those same skills using to overcome to get that woman, you can use those other skills in other areas of life. So now you become the funny guy. You're not only the funny guy to the women. When you go to your job interview, you're the funny guy.
You can bring out your personality and shit.
Like those are skills you can use later on. Whereas a lot of times women, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of funny women out there too, but they have to work harder to sharpen those skills because they're the one being pursued. They don't have to actively go out and use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, take it from somebody that been medium ugly, yeah. So I had to be funny, be smart, and I had to be making some money because if I wasn't doing them 3 things, I'd be fucked up out here.
I would say that I think women find more things attractive than men would find in a woman.
What you mean?
Like,
I think
that's why you see a lot of fine women talking to uglier guys because they find more things attractive that a man would never find attractive.
I think at a younger age.
I think men honestly pursue women for better traits than women pursue men for.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That ain't what you said though.
It's kind of the same thing.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. You said that.
What's the difference?
Because you're saying that
you said that women see more in men, uglier dudes. Right.
They find more things attractive than a man would find in a woman.
But I don't think that's true.
He's saying that men don't have as they're not as shallow as women when it comes to finding a mate.
That's exactly what I'm saying. What's the difference in what I'm saying and what you're saying?
You're saying women are not as shallow. He's saying men are not as shallow.
Because you're saying they find more than just being ugly, like them looking good.
Yeah, and like they looking at a whole bunch of different
saying the
traits,
exact opposite of what you're saying.
But I'm saying that men find more things to look for in a woman than a woman would find in a man.
Oh, I think it's the opposite.
Like a woman see,
I thought you were saying
a woman see
it is opposite.
And she tried to damn, I forgot the damn word I was just looking for. But she'll see, she's like, well, he ugly, but he got a bankroll. Whereas I look at a woman and not care what she made at all and look at her personality traits and look at her beauty and look at like her aspirations and just different things. Then before I just say, well, hell, let me try to find something to kind of counterbalance why I'm even with this motherfucker.
And see, I used to think...
You might be saying the same thing I'm saying. You just saying it differently. Totally different to us.
I don't know, man. Maybe y'all drunk, man.
No, by your example, you was like, a woman would see the man ugly and wouldn't care about that. But you just turn around and say,
no. She would care about it, but that's not why she with you. She not with you because you ugly.
She with you because that one other thing. She's like, you got money. Point. No, but
that's one thing.
He's saying we go after your traction, what you like personality wise, what you're finding.
We pay more attention to them,
and we're more in depth with what we find attractive.
Okay, we are talking about the same thing. I think our list is shorter than their list. That's what I meant to say. Like the list of stuff.
I used to think like that, but as I gotten older, the way of thinking about that kind of changed. I think it's personality based and person based with it. I don't know if it's actual men think this way, women think this way. I think that those type of people think that way, and these type of people think that way. Because you'll find a lot of women out there who'll be like, well, I'm not even interested in, yada, 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 who super down to earth and super cool. Now, do I think they're the minority of the women? Yes. But I do think they're the minority of women, but I think it's personality and personality based and not just sex based with it.
Yeah, they the minority.
They definitely the minority.
They the minority.
Especially when you got the city girls telling you like, hey, go for the bag.
And bread, get the head and leave.
What y'all feel about this saying? This kills me every time. Man, that's your money, man. You need to spend how you want.
Who say that?
I have heard women say it.
women say
somebody else needs to speak on the podcast too. Tell their other friends
they telling your friend, that's your money. Don't worry about him spending how you
Y'all
want to spend
talk on it. Y'all talk on it.
Why they in a relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's about like, girl be like, I don't know if I should buy that. My dude trying to make me save some money. Girl, you better spend that money.
Oh, wait. AD, unless you finna just go into it right now.
Go ahead, man. You got it.
I was just gonna say this. I think the independent woman is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that a lot of women misconceive the independent woman thing.
They don't know what it actually means.
Going there.
Because I'm cool with the spend your money shit.
Yeah.
Spend your money. Use it when you need it. But when you're in a relationship,
you're not independent anymore.
You're no longer independent. You guys coexist. You guys are a unit. So there's no need. Even though you can, you don't have to.
Yeah. You know my favorite comeback to that?
Okay.
She's single, ain't it? Okay.
When she tells her to spend that bread.
She's single, ain't it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. a lot of single women do give bad advice though.
Oh, okay.
But they're giving their advice.
Yeah, you can't be in a relationship, especially when it comes to money. Like, we talking about a serious relationship. Like, you can't be in a relationship spending bread like you single, but then you want support when you fucked up out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm giving you advice, or like, I think maybe you should save, maybe you should do this with your money, yada, yada, yada. And you say, forget all my recommendations. You go do your own thing, spend money like you single, only focus about yourself. But then when you get yourself in the bind, it's like, hey,
now we together.
Babe, we need to pay yada yada yada. What is this we? We just all speak French now. It's just we and we. But
that's the bad. That's why I even mentioned the whole independent. It's all cool. It's cool. If you by yourself and you holding it down on your own, that's cool. You that independent woman. It's not. I don't think the independent woman is a focal point. I think a lot of women tell y'all to be, y'all own. And I feel like that's supposed to be a confidence builder.
Mm-hmm. But I think they took it and ran. I talked to my woman about it. I think they took it and ran. It's good in its process. Like, you should be able to work as an independent woman and be okay with being single.
Yeah.
But that doesn't go into the relationship. You should be able to self-finance yourself or take care of yourself in case you run into a fuck nigga and you can say, nah, he ain't good for me. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't go into the relationship. You stop being intimate because I stopped being an independent man. My decisions affect you now, and your decisions affect me.
Right. I think anytime you're in a relationship and you start seeing yourself as better than or above your significant other due to your financial status, that's where the problem lies. So you can be independent woman, you could be independent man, X, Y, and Z. But when you start thinking like, I make more bread than you, I'm the breadwinner, I'm paying for all this stuff like this, just shut up and sit down.
Yeah, because I'm spending more.
On either side. As the guy telling the woman that, or as the woman telling the guy that. That's where y'all start butting heads.
But that's what I like to call a power struggle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because once you feel like you're doing more than the other person, you feel entitled to more things.
To say certain stuff, do certain stuff, treat people certain ways. And that's
why I always said back in the day when certain shit went a certain way, and it's like, well, if the man was at the crib and he was doing everything, and then you gotta, and see, I'm not one of those guys. I'm like, you gotta appreciate what she's doing at home because that's her contribution to the household, to the unit, guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But when you find yourself in a situation where I hear all this city girl shit, and it's like, you all for self, scamming ass, rich ass, all this shit.
Get the head, get the
bread, and you leave. Then I start to think, nah, I'm gonna get the head. You ain't gonna get no bread, and then I'm gonna kick you out because it's just bad business. Ad,
do you think now that a generation of women who are coming up on that type of that mindset of like, city girl, we scamming, we doing all this X, Y, Z, I'm in it for self, I'm finna get this bread, get this head and leave. Do you think the generations coming on there are gonna have more relationship issues when they finally do partner up with someone? Because now their whole mentality is like, this is how it's supposed to happen.
I think it'll balance itself out.
I think they change.
I think men will change if all the women got on to that. I think men would change. Because it's like, if all y'all on board, because even now, like we got the minority of good, wholesome young ladies. You know what I'm saying? And they on the right pathways. And then we got, the other ones who just on that independent, get the bread, get the head to leave shit. But if it was just everybody was on that shit, I think men would stand up at some point. Cause we would be forced to.
But you standing up is gonna do what though? Like standing up and
saying shit. I ain't giving you shit.
Yeah, but for me, beyond everything else, you gonna respect me as a man. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think that's.
I don't give a fuck what anybody else got the fuck
that's
going on.
That's damn disrespectful.
You gonna respect the fuck out of me.
I'm just with him because you know what I'm saying, girl. You buying all this shit. I'm got my Gucci bag, my Louis bag.
It won't be long. It won't be long now.
You paying my car now. Shit, you paying my rent.
Yeah.
I think that's just a cycle of life, though.
I think that
because a lot of chicks go through that phase.
But see,
during that phase, they not in a relationship or they not looking for a relationship.
But see, I thought
but once they get past that, then when the relationship changes. So that's what the relationship
comes even now,
their philosophy change on life.
Even now, some of the celebrities and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's trying to get in a relationship with that
still
type of
promoting.
So she'll never been in a relationship, so she ain't got to worry about that. I'm saying
even when she get past that phase, I don't know if I can date a chick that's like that. She might get PTSD and start backtracking.
Yeah, she ain't gonna date somebody like you really like that. Like you really never be able to get past it. But she'll find somebody new that
you trying to do your best,
that.
But you really fucked up at heart, so you might backtrack.
But she'll find somebody that never knew she had that part of her life.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody should grow and mature and have chances. But it's like, if I know for a fact that you was out here doing X, Y, and Z, I might not be the one.
And that's how cougars are formed.
That's why when you look at relationships, a lot of people don't know what they person in relationships.
And it's good.
And this is
that's what I'm saying.
That's great because
that's what I'm saying. You never get in a relationship with that type of person. Exactly. But a lot of people are in relationships or like that. They have been like that.
You don't know
it's just a circle of life.
You don't know my past, so that you I'm perfect.
Yeah,
and I think that's beneficial because like
it is
9 times out of 10, you're not the first person your girl to be with, whatever. So I don't need to know about that. I don't want to know about that. I'm not the dude ask you, hey, how many bodies you had before me? Don't do me like that, bro.
I've never asked that question, bro.
I don't want to know.
Asked it.
I've never asked it.
I ain't never asked it either, but like if the conversation is going towards it, then I let it go.
Yeah, me too.
Cause I kind of do want to know a little bit, but like you said.
So you saying if she asks you, you ask her after?
Hell yeah, my grandma said if somebody asks you some shit, you ask the ass that shit back.
The question, this is my thing with it. I never want to be in a situation where I'm in an area like this. Some you should find out in the dating stage, like before we make it official.
Oh yeah.
This something you cross that bridge there. But I would never want to be in a situation where I'm interacting with somebody that you was involved with back in the gap and I have no idea. Yeah. Don't have me out here looking crazy, pull me to the side like, hey, I want to let you know X, Y, Z, I. But I'm never like, hey, so this is my list, this is your list. Tell me, nah.
Don't go into details. I want to hear
I don't
shit.
need to know. Just like, hey, me and him used to talk back in the gap. I don't need to know details. Just
so you can make your decision in the beginning.
You gotta make it in the beginning though.
No, yeah, because you can't wait. But it's like in the beginning, you can go ahead and be like, yeah.
But see,
I'm about gracefully. I'm about gracefully.
Ask you this. You said like if she end up bringing it up in the conversation, and you ask her back,
right?
Is there a number she can say that'll turn you out to? You would be like, nah, I can't go forward. But you would never tell her that probably. Not right off. But I'm saying like in your head, you be like, oh,
it'll have to be her number would have to be more than mine.
Oh, okay.
Like I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, damn. Cause then I'm a
So your number needs to be the most.
No. Like, yeah. My number needs to be the most. Because J. Cole said whatever number she gives you, you gotta multiply that shit.
And so if it's already more than you,
if it's already more than me, it's already I know it's cause women do that shit.
Yeah, women do.
They didn't count. They didn't count. Nah, they didn't count.
She probably didn't lie anymore.
Women erase a lot of fucking numbers, bro.
They do.
And so nah, I don't count. I don't even count that shit.
They do a lot of redacting.
I don't even count that shit. What you mean you don't count that shit?
If a woman told me a number higher than mine, I probably wouldn't think she was lying. I wouldn't think she was knocked down some numbers.
I don't think that she
higher than mine.
Listen.
I think she would.
I would think you can't never be too careful.
Especially this one.
But if it's higher than mine, it don't even matter how much higher now.
No, if it's higher than mine,
no matter how much higher, it's just higher.
That's the concept though. Whatever number she gives you is a couple of more bodies than that.
I don't look at it like
because
that's how it goes.
I know a lot of people look at it. I don't.
I know it's some women out there that just be brutally honest
straight
off
up
the rip, but how many women,
she gotta be
how many
type.
confident women just come to you and be like,
nope.
yes, I fuck 20 niggas.
And you got to think about this part, too. We just was talking about confidence and the lack thereof.
But that's my point, AD. If she willing to come off the rip with a number like that, why would I think she lying?
The only women who I know will give you the number, the only women that I know will give you the number are the homegirl types. And you not dating them.
The type that I already said. She'll
like your homegirl. Like your homegirl who will tell you straight up, they'll be up
like,
in
she ain't give you no real y'all
like,
cool.
Shit, I got a bunch of bodies. Like, they don't give a fuck because we the homies.
Yeah.
But nah, just straight up.
Especially
it's just the thought of, man, if I tell this nigga the number,
I know he gonna be judged.
He'll be like,
because
that's why I don't ask the number. I don't want no number.
But the judgment factor is something that as a guy, you lost that shit a long time ago. You don't really give a fuck about getting judged by too many people other than your parents.
Yeah.
You really don't care.
Yeah, that's why when folk be trying to put me out on camera.
you really don't care. It don't bother you as much.
Yeah.
But as a woman, like that fear factor it's overwhelming. It's like, nah.
So maybe they lower the number down because they being ladylike.
Basically.
Yeah, they don't want you to see them as a whore.
Ladylike means deduction. Like deduction.
It don't matter why you deduct it, you deducting. But nah, that's just
long as she don't, I mean, like, and even if a number lower, like, it's cool, that's cool. But like, if she tell me some shit like
I'll be attracted
she
to
a virgin and
she
ain't giving me virgin vibes, don't trust nothing else she say.
I'll be attracted to a number higher than mine, though.
Don't let me know,
huh?
Bro.
I'll be attracted to a number higher than mine. I don't want to know, but I would be attracted to a higher number.
Why?
Because I feel like she was being honest with me.
I don't know if I'd be attracted, but I don't care if it's.
I'll be attracted to the
higher,
honest part.
It just can't be crazy.
It can't be ridiculous.
It can't
I'll
be
put it
ridiculous.
like this.
If she give you her number first and it's 3 times your number, what are you doing?
I'll tell her my number.
Honestly,
I don't
even know my number.
Want to be
honestly, I probably wouldn't even trip out of the simple fact that all that happened previously before me.
Exactly.
I'm the new one. Now, all ties have to be cut by the time I'm coming in the picture. You can't be like, yeah, it happened. Last one was last week. I slept with 15 dudes and number 15 happened yesterday. Like, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I was single.
Bro, all times.
You could have had 16 yesterday too.
By the time we having this conversation, you should have already been sending them eviction notices like, hey, number 14, I'm going to holler at you. Number 13, I'm going to holler at you.
Yeah. I have noticed that everybody don't treat it like that, though. I knew what you're saying. You're saying like the people that know they're moving towards a serious relationship.
Yeah.
In the waning days of before the serious relationship, they need to be cutting out thin.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do that.
They keep them around.
They keep them around just in case.
Just in case.
Hey, I think girls be scared too. Like,
what?
Men don't cut over
yeah,
to
do
the
too. I'm right. You right.
Women keep a few in the tuck.
In the
tuck,
tuck, yeah.
It's for real, for real.
It both ways. You right.
Women gonna have people in the tuck for the rest of their life.
Probably so.
They can delete their number, block them. All they gotta do is unblock them and hit them back up.
Because I feel like as dudes,
all they gotta do is unblock them and hit them back up.
Because as dudes, it's easier for a chick to hit me up and be like, "Hey, I ain't talked to you in a long time."
Exactly.
Right back in. Versus a guy, if I truly cut a chick off, don't get me wrong, it's something that you might hit up and still be with it. But if I truly cold turkey cut you off, we ain't talked forever, it's gonna take a little more work to get you back on board.
Because they gonna feel disrespected.
Yeah, it's like, damn, you cut me off for this chick? No, now you calling back to me. Versus the dude's like, I don't care if you call back to me or not. What's up? You know what
man, girls like to feel like they're prized. Like, you chose over me any fucking way. I hope y'all happy. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Women be having that little petty talk to your ass.
And it's not that you can't get her back. She just want to make you sweat.
Yeah, give me a
Whereas the guy,
attitude.
Dudes don't have no prize. Like, you trying to let me hit? What's up? You know?
I hit it once.
If I hit it then,
I can probably hit it again. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, so it is what it is, man. But
women think like that too.
But they hit it then, they hit it again.
Yeah,
because they can.
They prideful. They
can. Women be walking around with all their vagina and stuff, man. They can pretty much do whatever they want to do, man.
Rubbing together.
They can walk around like they got the big nuts.
Yeah, they walk around here with them.
Yep. But now y'all would turn it down though.
What?
If she ain't, never mind. It was called back to last episode.
Hold up, no, what happened? That dap. If I knew it was dap, if I knew it was dap, it ain't.
This is
I'm about to say now.
It ain't making me say, ooh. If you knew it was like, girl, if you don't go with that dap.
In this situation, if you knew it was dap going into it,
and then we ain't talked in years.
If I knew it, but if I knew it was fire, oh my God. And I still be like, just the thought of that made me have a flashback. Like, man, you better get your ass back. Then I don't know, AD, that's different. But I'm passing up doubt, no doubt.
What the fuck?
With the fucking quickness. With the fucking quickness.
Might as well find some new.
Nah, you'll pass it up. It's been years since you last talked to her.
Yeah, if you knew.
But it wasn't even significant.
That's what I'm saying, lady. It's been years.
I might go cross off my list.
That's just like what we saying is like if you were the chick, y'all had intercourse, it was doubt. She left you, cut you off for some other dude. You don't take that as a loss. No, and she come calling back to you like, hey, what's up? You like, man, get that depth out of here.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm single.
Yeah.
I bet the DVJ gonna get the head and then go.
I was just finna say, can I get that little head?
Hey, it's on her. If she wants
it's different because it's a lot of.
So like, you'll take the depth if his head attached to it.
No, he's just gonna get the head.
I just
and that's
want
it.
the head, the bread and leave. Like, what the fuck?
But she like, nah, you gotta.
What if? Can I? Is her head at least
9 or 10?
It's decent. It's 5. It's straight. Yeah.
I get that little head,
but it come with it's a bundle package. It's a bundle package.
It might not make it to a bundle package.
So then you'll get be like, alright, I'm You're gonna be like,
I ain't showing for the
doubt. Folks say, oops.
Oh man, I gotta get out.
What's your excuse? What's your excuse to leave? You need an excuse, or you just like, all right, I'm hollering.
Got shit to do.
What's your excuse? I'm saying what you saying.
Damn, it's 9:45 already.
Bo. So you and Shot Bo text like, hey man, call me and say it's emergency.
I'll call Bo and act like I fucking answered. Be
like, hello, Bo.
Yeah, folks, we on the game right now.
Damn, they need me to go. I got the Call of Duty.
Wow, you gonna tell me it's a Call of Duty?
I got the
Call of Duty.
Hey man, work hours, bro. You gonna tell me I ain't working?
She can't tell you.
You gonna tell me I ain't working?
She ain't even seen you in a while. She don't know when you working.
We ain't even talked about where I work.
Yeah.
So you saying you gonna work? You're not saying it's a Call of Duty. You're not telling it's a Call of Duty.
No. That was a pun.
You see
that was a pun. That was a pun. Like, ain't
it's a Call of Duty. Not
that's a bar. I need genius to pull up the lyrics. I ain't know.
You say Call of Duty, she ain't gonna know you going to the game, but that shit gonna be hilarious to me.
Come on, man. Like,
if you get that off, dude.
But like, nah. Like, if I show up and get the head, bro, I ain't gonna make it to the depth. I'm gonna make sure I don't make it to the depth.
But like, what if after the head, she like, alright, and she try to finesse it into the you getting the depth.
Like, damn.
Greg, throw you on that bed.
Wake up! Oh, what can I do?
You gonna give her the gummy? Damn.
She gonna grab you, throw you on that bed.
Man, at least she can throw me as far as she wants to throw me, man. At least I'm telling you, man, when I get that call, man.
I hear you, man.
That's funny.
I think that's it, brother.
Man, all right, man. Well, as always, man, it's been another episode. Views!